Welcome back, guys, to another Baldurs Gate. It's free, where we're just going around, seeing what things we can find. I can't remember where we left off. I know, like, where it saved me, it's the end of the camp.
Owlbear
What's
tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
this? Yeah, an owl bear. I'm not going there just yet.
You know what I really miss about Baldurs Gate? Food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
Oh, well, I suppose let's go see what's happened here. Test our animal handling. Oh, we just passed.
The dog lowers his hackles, his head tilted inquisitively. Convinced that you're harmless, he turns his attention back to the corpse. Around his neck is a collar etched with a name. Scratch. With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head. The dog whimpers nervously, as if to urge you on. The dog watches the corpse, a quiet whine escaping with every... The dog whimpers nervously, as if to... The dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move. The dog sniffs your hand, his tail swung low in understanding. He knows how to find you.
Right, we're wanting to go this way.
Something over there.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
So, you and Lae'zel. Please tell me.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
Mm. You fight well, but you're so...
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
Sweetie, be careful!
He's with the hag.
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get him!
The dance macabre.
I am fury. I am death.
Oh, my stars! I didn't mean for this to happen. She's their little sister, and she's staying with me. This is all my fault, but I made a promise. Mayrina begged me not to breathe a word if they came looking for her, and my word is my bond. That poor thing will be distraught. We can't let her know. It'd break her poor heart. I'd best get going, but please stop by my house. I'd like to thank you properly.
He's less helpless than she thought. I don't trust her. Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldurs Gate, Astaria? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back, then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Come on, that 20.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see. The sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar. The smell of rot assaults your senses as the illusion vanishes. murderous glare of a redcap, a fey creature known for its bloodlust, greets you. He seems unaware that his illusion has failed. That noise. Is the creature pretending to be a sheep?
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. Oh, if it isn't my hero. You took ages. Come in, come in. Feel free to relax yourself and have a cuppa, hmm? Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
Oh, the crazy granny.
You're quite right, Petal. Forgive me if I get a bit sharp. My work wears something awful on me. You see, I help people from all over Faerun. And you, Petal, well, you need a lot of help. That wriggler swimming in your brain juice is a bit of an inconvenience, isn't it? Because you stink. And I know the stench of mind flayer anywhere. I can tell you're almost done cooking. You know, you could turn just like that. What do you say? Want me to take care of the little bugger? Well, that depends on the job. Removing a parasite is no small feat. But I like you, Petal. So I'll only ask for something small. One of your pretty little peepers. I'll pluck it from your head, kiss it for luck, then back in it goes. Won't take but a moment. That is my price. Nothing more,
Hey, what the fuck?
nothing less. Not many know that spell. You're close, but not quite right. Your eyeball is staying in your head, although it would look delightful on a necklace. I'm afraid that's my business, Petal. It's nothing nefarious, though. I promise. A touch, but sure you've two eyes in your skull, don't you? No need to be precious.
Ethel, can I please?
Quiet, you've had enough pampering. And you, My door is always open, Petal. Auntie Ethel is here for you.
I can just walk into homes now. This gets better and better.
Hello, sweet. You going to give me one of those precious peepers? Ah, not many know that spell. You're close, but not quite right. Your eyeball is staying in your head, although it would look delightful on a necklace. Ta-ta!
I'm gonna save and see what happens if I give her my.
Hello, you going to give me one of those precious glorious. One moment. Auntie needs her real nails for this. Much better. That human skin is fierce restrictive. Thank you, Petal. It is so lovely to be appreciated. Magic is the lifeblood of hags, and I'm one of the best. Now choose, which eye will it be? Right or left?
Bitch, none.
Hold on to your knickers. This might... No, that wasn't so bad, was it? That color suits you. No, unless you want tentacles for a tongue, stay absolutely still. I've removed one of these buggers before, but it's a touch tricky.
The parasite squirms at the hag's words. Pain builds behind your eye. You feel the creature writhe as it's dragged towards your ear. Then it bites back, burrowing even deeper into your brain.
Goddamn wretched! You little shit! You didn't tell me it was Netherese. I'm not touching that! Filthy shadow magic brings nothing but chains and misery. How could I have missed that stink? Like blood and piss congealing on my tongue. Someone's tampered with your parasite. That's likely why you've not turned yet. Bless us. You're as slow as a wet week. That thing has been touched by more than mind flayers. You're a dead soul walking. I can't help you. What about it? I held up my end of the bargain. It's not my fault the Wriggler's tainted by shadow magic. I want nothing to do with you or that scum in your brain. I'd kill you for that. But why deny your Wriggler the pleasure? But let it not be said that Auntie Ethel doesn't honor her debts. Here, it's on you to fix yourself. Now get out! Ready at you,
That complicates things.
We need to keep looking for a way to get rid of these things. They've overstayed their welcome as it is.
Where has she gone, I wonder?
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. That pretty little eye of yours is mine. Did you think you could sneak down here without my say-so? This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out! Oh, the cocky ones are my favorite to chew on. Keep going, Petal, and you'll find out.
What's that?
What is this place?
My sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
As you edge closer to the mirror, a pale face appears, contorted in fear. Fists slam against the mirror's surface again and again.
Stop. Please. Please.
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again. Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles. The man's becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry. A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
The door stays silent. The door shudders. Imagine you see the hand. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. You feel the barest hint of life from within the door.
No. Don't! No. No! Don't look! Mustn't look, mustn't see! I see it! I see what's to come. Me. Dead. Dead!
Okay.
Flesh rotten, bone shining!
Well, obviously this was quite a fun
Gods,
little test run,
don't hurt
if
me.
I'm being honest,
Oh,
of like
please,
what would happen
please,
if I gave her my...
please,
I don't exactly
no.
know.
No! Monster! For mind dripping, Flesh peeling! Mind flayer! Mind flayer!
Okay, that dude's like completely lost his mind. It's like our this is like
No
a wee
attention.
fucking crazy dungeon.
Feel the barest hint of life.
Wait!
A
Wait!
thief who tried to steal from Bounty. Now the good little
Don't
guards my home.
Don't!
Right, I'll load it back to before I tested what would happen if I just like sacrificed the eye. So I'm not sure if we like. I know we're ultimately trying to find a cure, and that's why we're hunting the Druid. We can also go to the Gamfinkinians or whatever they're called, the green alien-looking ones. So that's why we're going to be looking for the Druid. See if we can maybe if he can get out. But if the witch won't take it out of us, then
An illusion. With a passage hidden behind it.
I'm not gonna really fuck with that just now. I don't think I'm the correct. I'm not the, how would you say, best level for it. The correct level. Like what are we, like level 3 or 4? Level 3.
The frog's entire body shakes. It ribbits erratically as if in pain.
Use
It
our
shies away,
animal handling.
croaking a warning, eyes wide in terror. It croaks softly, calmed, but the frog's eyes watch your every movement.
To be honest, I don't want to fuck with a frog in case it accidentally fucks me up. But this game seems a bit like, like one of the games where it's like, oh, do you want to really fuck around? The frog gave you a warned look, and that was your fault for not taking it as a completely, like you're completely outmatched. It's not in these wooden crates. Reinforced greatsword and a reinforced helmet over here.
Sword and the hat. Wonder whose.
I like how there was, there was like a re-investigation thing where they were like, oh, I wonder whose sword and thing where this could have been. You know what I mean? We could have failed it, and obviously it doesn't make no difference whose it was, but I like that there was that. You know what I mean? Can I hide this by any chance? Because I'm not actually liking the. Yeah, I don't mind the helmet, but it's just I don't actually like it being on me. You know what I mean? Got kind of used to looking at my guys, seeing my guys here. Take that. Breathe a love please and have a bite to eat on me and eat. Right, obviously. We will come back and kill her eventually. We are like these guys are knocked out. Because that's how we saved the witch. So we're wanting to make our way up here. But there's a goblin fort in the way. So I don't know if we want to. I don't want to really fight my way through the goblin fort. But at the same time, that would help the Tiefling refugees who are, you know, might have to leave the grove. Let's see, this is where I think maybe crossing the bridge not get me to where I want to go, but could. Oh, well, there's a bridge over there, so I would imagine if I still go this way. Okay, this is a goblin camp.
Goblins ahead.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Feck shite.
Fuck you.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Oh my god. Am I off the fight here? Oh, we can roll again.
Down, Claw! Bad girl! She's a little overexcited. Been a busy day. Lads are celebrating. Who? If he ain't one of us, and if he's here, he's down in the pits.
Save the Druid if you must. If we spill goblin blood on the way, all the better.
Depends who you are. We're celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up. Rip the guts out of Joaquin's rest, we did. Inns are good for gutting. Lads even captured some Duke. Worth celebrating, that is.
Tribe? Tribe! Tribe! Looking at a future true soul, you are. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
Might as well fucking kill you, bitch.
And the Knoll gnawed her arm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh? You ain't here? We sacked Joaquin's rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, Knoll snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious. Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the flaming fist? Pile of smoking corpses. You ain't know the broken road? Meh. I'll tell you real slow like, so you don't miss it. North.
Okay.
What about the priestess?
What hell no? The priestess
Okay.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are three figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prison, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
Okay.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
The voice is gone. Muted by this Gith relic. Why does a half-elf carry it?
Trust me, I will. Let's keep going.
Right. Questions, but for a later time.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
A new age is dawning with goblins and trust. Oh, a stranger in a hair camp.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it?
Wow, what's happening, Chief? You know what I mean? Just playing some Baldur's Gate 3, you know, just a more chilled, you know, game. Just you know, to test the fucking, you know what I mean? Just to break things up from UFC 5. Heals a target. When the Weaver heals a target, it gains additional 3 hit points. Distance jump. You gain proficiency with long bows and short bows. Since we're going for a crossbow, that's not really going to help. Oh, 5 to 15, can buy that. Then also got a whole bunch of stuff to sell. So let's start with the useless stuff like the skulls. That. He got gold. What's going on here? Yeah, he does have gold. I was a bit worried. I was like, what? Because usually they have like a gold in like a pile instead of the way we're doing it with this guy. Right, sell this. Ah, it's no worries, brother. You know that. Just got, you know what I mean, just sitting, you know what I mean, we're in a wee goblin camp doing like the way I'm playing like this character, it's like, you know, if you ever played Witcher, that sort of neutral, you know, neutral sort of play style where, you know what I mean, I'm involved in like certain things, but not really like involved in a lot, if you know what I mean. Just doing my own wee things, and you know what I mean. If it so happens that I get involved because I've got a personal stake in it, I will. Or if the money's correct, you know what I mean. Fuck it, because I've picked up a lot of random shit on my travels. Yeah, man, I played Dragon Age. Springs to mind. What else? There was a good. Yeah, bro. Like fucking. That's what I usually play just now. Is like UFC work. Don't want to be like I've got not like sick of UFC. I've just played it a lot. Well, it's right now. It's work, exercise, fucking. UFC is like fucking just got like no time for anything else. But this type of game I like because it's got a lot of lore that I can just sit and sink my teeth into. You know, the mechanics of the actual game itself look, and well, from what I've already done, are like pretty fucking goddamn insane. Like, there's just like small little things where I'm like, oh, you know what, that the way they've, like, for us a game, like you don't have to do it, but like the way that they do it is just like, oh, you know what I mean, like D&D, like fucking fan, like, you know, like the makers of the game must have been D&D fans, because like there's just simple wee things like I found like a great sword, I found a helmet, like in the swamp, and it was like there was like a dice roll for like just like it happened naturally. I failed it, but one of the party members like got it correct, and they're like, "Oh, I wonder what happened here," you know, like, you didn't need that little side piece, but it was all based on a roll of the dice. So like, I found that very interesting, you know, like little things like that. You know what I mean? It creates like a whole bunch of replayability into the game, even if like, okay, I'm wanting to like replay it. Okay, maybe I want to be a wizard. You know, it's not just like class changes, but it's also conversation changes that could lead into different things. And there's already like a whole bunch of stuff that I feel that I could have done if like I was playing a bit more of a, you know, like a bit more of a person who was wanting to be involved, like, because the first city you walk into is literally like a powder keg. Like, you've got like two like you've got refugees and the citizens of the grove, like basically each other's neck. So like you doing like small little things in the city. Oh, fucking check this big cunt! I fucking killed one of your assassins in the city. You know, it's just like, oh, okay, brother. Look at this big boy, huh?
No, go inside. Inside. Boring.
But yeah, this game has enlightened me. You know, like it's grabbed my attention off of UFC quite well. But right now I just need to find like this Druid, because he's the only one I think who could potentially remove this parasite out of me.
Business. Now.
Shut the fuck up,
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Let's test it. We're going to intimidate them. Of course we are. The goblins respect my strength.
All right. Normally we stick you foreign types in the spider pit. But the Absolute says we're all making nice now. So in you go, I suppose.
Who's in charge around here? Tell me.
Gonna have to be more
before I beat the fuck up. Bitch, I'll fucking cave your skull in.
Here we are. You here to see Priestess Gut,
Okay.
Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
Right. Are these the three that maybe hang with me when I was entering the city? Potentially. Okay. The priestess got?
Do you now? Might feel different once she puts a burning brand to ya.
Baby, you don't know
She's
what I'm
through the
into.
main doors. Just follow the smell of burnt goblin arse.
As you, I can clearly tell about you, honey. You like some burnt goblin-ass, you know what I mean? You ever looking for me? I'll be in the grove.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do
Bitch,
what
let
we
your
have to
hair
do,
down.
then get out of here.
We're all going to start experiencing new shit.
Seluna's a bad omen. Just look what's befallen her temple. Though I'll grant it must have been impressive once, in all its profane glory. I wonder what happened. No matter. I'll breathe easier once we're clear of this place. We don't have time for this. Besides, I already explained myself.
Intimidation not found. Oh, I just missed. I'll re-roll it just for the shits and giggles, but I think I'm going to do worse this time, yeah. Right, that's enough of that, I feel.
Spare me your dramatics. I already told you all there is to tell. Let's go.
I could have took, like, majority of these guys if, like, I came in here guns blazing, but...
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
Inside you.
I only hear her through you, priestess.
That's because she chose me. You're not worthy yet.
Don't matter if you're a slave or a king. Pluck out your eyes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot I'm looking for what's his name? The Druid. Like you get the looking for the Druids took on like a whole life of its own. I'm like pure looking for like this priestess who burns goblin arse. Like this gonna be fun. Oh, I just want to see what's going on here. What type of kinky shit's going on behind these closed doors?
I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute.
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Suga no Sukuk.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue, and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon, and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
Yeah.
This mind flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I
And I think he can actually command it to wake up.
Speak and say Slith, Lucan Ok, Al Koldek, Shulkol Kank.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes, and questioning the creature might recognize you as its killer.
Right.
Ragslin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask.
What did the killer want?
Ragslin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Get on the hunt. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Who killed you?
Again, a vision comes to you. A memory, seen through the creature's soul-dead eyes. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod to reveal darkness.
You're kidding me. Very helpful, squid.
Doubt clouds Ragslin's skull. Does he feel your guidance? Another vision. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod, and the murk clears to reveal a face. Yours.
Can't be. You're no true soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're a real true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it. And nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. The damned Drow was right. Can't let her get all of that glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Say that again. 'Cause I know I didn't just hear you refuse the Absolute.
I didn't if you refuse the Absolute.
Fall falling in line.
Prizes for guessing what this weapon they're after really is. The artifact.
If that's the case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
Goblins ahead.
We'll leave a cover story.
Look it! And
a strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
She's a who? If he ain't one of us, and if he's here...
Save the Druid if you must.
We're selling... Get yourself a bit of fun before it...
Tribe? Tribe! Looking at a future
The voice is irresistible. Your vision clouds. Then
The aid.
you feel
My power.
Don't give me that look.
The voice is gone. Muted by this Gith relic. Why does a half-elf carry it?
Perhaps. But whatever it was, I don't want to experience it again. I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldurs Gate. At any cost. I suppose, if we're to continue together, I may as well tell you. I serve Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth.
Heavens forbid. We're all entitled to our secrets.
No need to thank me. This is out of pure necessity. Pure desperation, in fact.
With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had let you glide.
You! Move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I?
Wait a tick. That a friend of yours?
Certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin, I am, draw Ragslin, Tumptuous, draw Ragslin,
You broke him!
Wait, draw Ragslin, we pay, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done.
Bloody arm is killing me. Here's to the best sedative there is. Booze.
Booze. Oh, she fucking booted them.
So, Luna, let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Quite the understatement.
Or state your business.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
All right. No, but the Absolute says we're all making nice now.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arms so I can mark your flesh. Let's the faithful recognize one another quick sharp. That way nobody'll mess with ya. And it's charged with magic. Ordinary slobs can't see it. Only us that follow the Absolute.
Okay,
You ready?
I can see
Brace
it already.
yourself. This'll sting. Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't ya? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a power. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess, receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. You've come to the right place. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Spider seems poised to attack, but she hesitates, tapping her claws as if trying to communicate. The other spider echoes her. The spider relaxes slightly, but you
Okay.
feel her hunger and fear beneath the surface. She scuttles toward the door. Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
Ready to clear your head? Don't want a crowd of gawpers. Everybody else needs to leave. Ready to clear your head? Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry,
Tempers are rising.
Right, we're trying to fucking find this Druid.
You see that eye what's it floating about? Best hope it don't take a fancy to ya. Unless you like playing hide and seek when you're trying to take a dump. Well, if that's how you get your kicks, ain't no business of mine. But when you're taking a tinkle, be sure to wave, eh? The bigwigs at Moonrise love a good show.
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You feel a brief lurching connection, the sensation of falling into your own image endlessly. Confusion, alarm. Then the presence withdraws, leaving a dull black mirror once more.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
Ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul? Praise be. Are you here to join my hunt? Interesting. What do you know of this druid? There is no power except for the Absolute. If you are sick, speak to... I have not seen this druid, but he harbors worshippers of a false god in a hidden grove nearby. I intend to find it and destroy it. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled. and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the Gith artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid. You attune your mind to it. The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Absolute's clutches. She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
My patience wears thin, true soul. The hunt must begin. I would expect nothing less. Together, we shall burn it to the ground. And when we destroy the trappings of this false god, the Absolute will reward us with such power. The last I sent did not return. Dead at the hands of those they seek, no doubt. I would take greater pleasure in killing them myself than in sending them to die in the woods. And the occasional mass execution does wonders for discipline. One, we captured a human who knows exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk. Excellent. Be sure not to kill him before he talks.
Right, I need to try and figure out a way to get behind there.